What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the 2017 Nissan Pathfinder SL, and then we have right here once again the 2018 Volkswagen Atlas SE with technology. This is going to be interesting. You know, we don't get a whole lot of Nissan Pathfinders always to film on this channel, but today was our lucky day, so stay tuned. Alright everybody, so the 2017 Pathfinder is definitely looking good. It really is. This one's got the SL 3.5 liter V6. Very similar to our Volkswagen Atlas in size. And that's really one of the key features I want to tap on today is interior space. We'll definitely go around, take a look at the exterior of both cars. But again, I really want to get inside and check out the cockpit, the second row seats, and check out the third row seats. So stay with us. All right, everybody, so I've been doing my homework, okay? I was just Googling the Nissan Pathfinder, checking it out for 2018, because again, this is a 2017 sitting right here, and I just wanted to make sure that there was no major body style change or any major kind of differences on the 2017 to 2018 Pathfinder. And from what I saw, there's not really a whole lot of difference from this to a 2018. So it's gonna be a good one to review. If there was major differences, I wouldn't even be tapping on this video right now and filming it for you. But with that being said, let's go ahead, turn the camera around, get it off my face, this ugly mug, and go ahead and take a look at these beautiful cars. So for some of y'all that watch my reviews on a daily basis, weekly or monthly basis, you know I've done a lot of videos on the Atlas, and I'm not even closely to being done yet with the Atlas, because Volkswagen is definitely one of the brands that I stick to and film on an everyday basis. But, you know, I'm trying my best not to be very biased, even though I do drive Volkswagen a lot. So anyways, let's take a look at the front end of this Pathfinder for a moment. I got our headlights on, taking a look at that, because I feel like at nighttime, lighting is very important, and you don't get a lot of reviews online to show the lighting of a vehicle. But let's go ahead and have a look. First off, you got that big projector bulb there. I do not believe that that's an LED lighting setup right there. It just doesn't look like it, and you can kind of tell by the colors and things that that's still a halogen bulb behind that projector. Also, no LED right in there or up there. So no LED lighting at all, and possibly you do have a little bit of LED lighting right here for that daytime running light. Down bottom, again, just halogen fog lights, still do a great job. And I always believe if you're gonna do LED lighting or halogens, do all or none at all, right? And the Atlas definitely has all LED on our front end here on the headlight, but then they did away with LED down on the bottom, which I think would be nice. Our competitors, Mazda, with the CX-5 or even CX-9, has LED lighting and fog lights, which really make it stand out a little more at nighttime when you're looking at that front end. Now, somebody made a comment on one of my videos from yesterday. I don't know if it was a Ford Explorer versus Atlas, or maybe the Traverse versus Atlas, but he said, the headlights on the Atlas look like granny headlights. Really? I don't think so at all. Look at these headlights. Where do you see a grandma at? I don't know. I mean, are you thinking that that's the bifocal lenses right there on old granny's eyewear? I don't think so. But, you know, it's got its own look about it, like I told him, and everything flows nicely on the Atlas, how it just kind of rolls in, and I like the boxy look about it. But again, that's me. I like those Dodge Challengers. You know, they got that boxy feel about them. I like Jeep Grand Cherokees, like one sitting right back there. You know, again, that's why we've been getting a lot of customers on Jeep Grand Cherokees looking at the Atlas, because they like that boxy feel. And then again, on some parts, people like the more rounded look of a Nissan Pathfinder or even a Honda Pilot, right? Or even the Traverse, very similar. But the front end does look good on the Pathfinder. It's not a bad looking vehicle, but this body style right here has definitely been around for several years now. So I can only assume maybe 2019 or 2020, the Pathfinder will definitely have a total new body style to it, okay? They'll definitely jazz it all up. Nissan's one to do that, okay? So anyways, now one thing I did notice on this particular car being an SL, it seems to be a little more loaded, okay? So we're not comparing necessarily apples to apples today, because that's an SE with technology. The SL's got your 360 camera view. You know, you got basically cameras all around on the vehicle. Leather interior. So all that good stuff. Even already has a tow package on the back. The Atlas does not have a tow package on the back. That is something you may need to add on, you know, in the parts department back there at the Volkswagen store. But the Pathfinder looks like it already comes with a tow package, just the way this is set up here. But again, I'm no Nissan dealer. I don't know if that's a new fascia going on under here, and they've added that in. Does have backup sensors, again, backup camera. It's an SL. The rear end on the Pathfinder really, to me, looks kind of similar to a Toyota Sequoia. Look at the taillights. Does it not have a Toyota kind of feel about it? I don't know. At least on the Volkswagen, it really looks like its own vehicle, doesn't it? Just the way it's kind of set up. Again, not bashing the Pathfinder, it's a beautiful vehicle, but my father-in-law owns a newer Sequoia, and it kind of looks like that in the back. But anyways, it's Japanese versus German engineering, right? Let's take a look in our trunk, see what we got going on back here. Again, I will probably spend more time on the Pathfinder versus the Atlas on the interior today, just because I've done so many videos, and you're, again, more than welcome to go browse through my library of Atlas videos and look at everything in there. But we will hop in and take a look around. The third row seats back here, I will tell you, you do got a little more space, it seems like, in the back of the Atlas. That's just a given. It's Volkswagen's widest, largest vehicle ever made, and they made a point to make it larger than a lot of the other midsize SUVs out there. I wasn't really a big fan of this headrest back here. Look how massive that thing is. I mean, it looks like, you know, the Twin Towers sitting there, you know, right there. I mean, they're huge, right? But you can drop them down if you'd like, and they go just like that. So they don't kind of fold down and under. I will tell you though, the leather inside of here feels nice and soft and supple. It's like you just want to lay down with it and just have a good night. The back seats right here, you know, they fold down. See, this is what I'm talking about though. When you pull this, that's what's going on, right? So the engineers should set this up where when you pull that, it drops that to make it a little easier for everybody. It's the small things, folks, okay? It's the little things in life. But that's about the space you have in the back of the Pathfinder once the third rows are down. Still a decent amount of room, but if I needed to get a pallet back here, a wooden pallet or something, I don't think I'm going to be able to get one in here. I mean, it just doesn't look wide enough. And the way they got this all set up with the plastics and stuff, it really does kind of take away from the rear cargo room, which all vehicles got that going on. But to me, it seems to take away from the space. Do have a 12 volt, just like every other midsize SUV. In the back, you got rear air vents, you got cup holders. It's nice to see you got 4 cup holders all together in the third row. Not too bad. All right, let's push this back down. Let's head over and take a look at the interior in the front cockpit. Hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. I do the best I can. I know some of y'all comment and want even more, but I can't spend 45 minutes on a review. That's just not the, I don't want to bore y'all out too much. One thing I noticed right off the get-go earlier today when I was filming this Pathfinder for just a regular review was a lot of tan, okay? Have you noticed here, if you notice here, they don't do a whole lot of color, you know, combinations on your door panel. So just one huge massive tan door panel, cubby hole spot there, bottled water, all that, auto up down feature, driver passenger side. You do got memory seats and all that good stuff. The Pathfinder logo's there. The mats look nice. You got memory or power seats, power lumbar, and like I said, nice soft and supple leather seats. Ooh, that feels nice, don't it? It does. Let's go ahead and sit our little hiney ho down in there and see how it feels. Okay, you know, the seat does feel nice. It really does. You do have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. The screen back there in between the tach and the speedometer kind of has like a little angle to it that gives it kind of a three-dimensional look. That's something different. And then over here, your screen's right there. Pretty good size. You got this awning that comes over here. If you ever wonder why they make those come over the top, that's to help with shadowing and things like that so the sun doesn't, you know, take away from being able to see the screen. Start stop engine button. All your controls right here for this area. And like I said, let's put it in reverse real quick. Look at the 360 view camera. There you have it. Very nice. The guidelines do move, which is nice. So that's one feature that the Atlas over there doesn't have, but you can get that. You just have to bump up to a higher trim level like this car with an SCL Premium. CD player, still got it, okay? I've been saying it for years, the CD player is fading out, and it definitely is. Honda doesn't even do a CD player anymore. They got SD card slots. You do have power seats, or memories, or heated seats, driver passenger side. No cooled seats in here. And the armrest is a pretty good size. You have different, this is nice, 2 USBs, SD card slot, auxiliary, and a video in. Your Atlas only has USBs, doesn't have an SD card slot. I think we got an auxiliary, but we definitely don't have an SD card slot. And then you have another level there to store more things in. So not too bad. Glove box, very big. Wow, freaking we. That's a big glove box. Look how far it goes back. I don't think I've filmed a midsize SUV that has a glove box that large and a whole nother level up there to store things at. Wow, what was Nissan thinking? That's big. Sunglass holders, very nice. LED lighting up top. Do we have LEDs in our mirrors? Looks like LED, but not technically sure. Hey, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And then you got a place here to maybe throw your credit card in, or if you live in New York and you got to go through tolls, maybe that's for something. I don't know. You know, sometimes they have those little things on the windows for tolls. Anyways, home link, all that good stuff. You got oh crap handles on every window, front and back. Let's go ahead and hop in the back. Ah, man. All right, cool. In the back here, let's have a look real quickly here. Again, cup holder. 2 more cup holders, cubby hole spot, a lot of that going on. Nissan did a good job of giving you a lot of cup holders. So 4 in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if you really want to count that as 2. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cup holders. And then if you add on the doors up front, 16 cup holders. Good Lord, that's a lot of cup holders. Got a little spot throw iPads and tablets, very nice. The air vents in the back on the Nissan Pathfinder are very small. They really are. And I thought they would do a little better job on your display there for that LCD screen. Very basic, but you do have a 120 volt, 150 watt outlet there like you have in your house. And you're getting an upgrade of rear heated seats in the back, which would be very nice for the kids in the morning going off to school on a cold day. But yeah, more storage there. Fold that up. Let's hop in. Let's take a look in the 3rd row and see how this works. We do have tracks down here, and so we pull that down. That folds down nice and flat. Pretty solid backing. Very nice. Good job, Nissan. And then what does this do? Let's see. I may only have the option of doing this with. Well, holy crap! Look at that. That was kind of interesting. So Volkswagen does the opposite. It folds down to get out the way. This one goes up. And that's your space to get in the 3rd row. Let's see if I can actually get back here. All right. Not too bad. Pretty easy to open up. Now let's go ahead and get in. Switch this around. So this is, I'm a grown man, 6'1". I weigh about 230 pounds, okay? Pretty big guy for the most part. I could shed a few pounds. At least that's what my wife says. But hey, you know, it's winter time. I'm trying to pack on some pounds for the winter time, you know, so I can stay warm. I mean, women don't want no scrawny man. They want a guy, you know, I had a girl tell me one time, man, you got the dad bod going on, brother. I'm like, yeah, the dad bod. Yeah, what's that get me? What's that get me? All right, let's take a look here. The dad bod doesn't get you the chicks in Sports Illustrated magazine, or maybe it does, who knows? Okay, this is pretty sweet. I mean, that's where it stopped at right there, okay? Let's take the camera, look up front and see what kind of legroom that is for them. So pretty large difference for the most part in the legroom, but again, I got plenty of space. I mean, if a big guy needed to get in the back and someone smaller in the front here, we'd be good to go. If it goes back any farther, it's going to be a little bit tight, and I'm just positive it will probably, you know, touch me on my knees. Up top here, though, plenty of headroom. Okay, let's take the hat off. We're good to go. I mean, there's a lot of room up here. Again, that's the space above. Okay, so that's about 2 inches, something like that. Pretty decent. Headrest is good. Now I understand why it's a big headrest like the Twin Towers. or the Sears tower, whatever. And then the cup holders are just fine. Rest your arm there. You got some air vents. Those air vents would be a little bit nicer being right here, but they're right there. So other than that, if you need to get back out, you're just gonna do that right there. Put your foot there, kick it open, grab here. All right, here's a plus. Here's the plus. I like how they've taken this and put it here instead of here. A lot of the cars yesterday, the Ford Explorer and the Traverse, it seemed like it was more up this way. Nissan thought about it and said, okay, somebody's going to grab that to get out the third row and pull themselves out. All right, we're out. So not bad. The rail on the bottom, just slide it on back. Let's go look at the Atlas. Thank you for sticking with me. We're already almost to 14 minutes in and doing pretty good here. Again, if some of y'all haven't seen the Atlas, here it is. So I like also how that one was all tan, this one's all black, silver with some wood trim. Power seat, power lumbar. This is a leatherette interior seating, okay? You can get it with leather if you like, but this is leatherette, and you can get an Atlas with cloth, okay? This car starts around $38,000. You know, for this particular model here, it's $38,300. This 2017 SL with 7,000 miles on it is $30,880. So if it was new, it might be around the 35 mark, right around there. So a little bit less in price, a little bit more. Okay, and I will tell you, it's nice and quiet on the cabin when you get inside the Atlas. The sound deadener, Volkswagen's done a great job. Definitely way different than the Nissan Pathfinder when you look at the layout in here. Again, the Pathfinder is Japanese. It has the Japanese look about it. This is more clean and kind of just the angles and everything. Again, kind of boxy like the exterior of the car. We do have sunglass holders up top, LED lighting. Is that LED? Yep, it is. Okay. The armrest is very large. Cup holders. So technically up front you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You do have an auxiliary and USB and 12 volt. In there you have another auxiliary port. Let's go look in the back. Right now we got a total of 4 basically cup holder / bottle holder spots in the front. I have a lot of stuff in the back here from an event this past week, so I'm gonna do my best to show you that though, because I know some of y'all were complaining that you didn't get to see some of the third row. You don't have this feature on a lot of the cars we were looking at. The Traverse doesn't have that feature. The Explorer didn't have that feature yesterday. The Pathfinder doesn't have that feature. The Atlas does. Just a little extra protection here for the kids or the baby to keep the sun out. So 4 cup holders. I guess you consider that as one. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12 cup holders total in the Atlas. Definitely more legroom in the back of the Atlas. It's a given. Bigger vents, a little bit nicer display, 2 USB ports, a 12 volt. You do have the little pouches on the back of the seats and all that good stuff, and you do have the handles up there as well. We're gonna quit recording real quick and clean the back out for a second, and we're gonna take a look. All right, everybody, when I say there's a bunch of stuff in the back of the Atlas, there's a bunch of stuff in the back of the Atlas, okay? But that's what Chad does, events and videos and all that good stuff and sponsor stuff. We're having a good time. All right, anyways, that's the back of the Atlas. So hopefully if you watch some of the other reviews from yesterday, today you're getting a little extra with me on the Pathfinder. Like I said, there's a lot of room back here. Look how big this spot is going from here to all the way right there. That is a lot bigger than the Pathfinder as in space with the third row up, and it's wider. You can just look at it and tell, okay? So there you have that. Again, headrests already right there. If you want to pull them up so you can sit back there, I mean, they're pretty big too, like a big old twin tower, right? Not too bad. You can do that. Let's go ahead and get in the back of the Atlas and see how the third row seats work. Again, does have power tailgate, little handle there as well, and looks good. Rear LED taillights and all that good stuff. All right, let's see. Chad's getting a little tired, but we can keep working through. So anyways, like we said earlier, that you saw how that seat worked over there. It went up. This one goes down and pushes forward like that. And you have a massive opening here. it's definitely got at least 3 to 4 more inches opening to get in the back of the third row. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're back here. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And there you go, just like the Pathfinder, very similar in space. But again, it looks like you got more leg room up there, even with this seat not all the way slid back. That one is all the way back, and I would be touching with my knees. There's your cup holders. I like the cup holders how they're here and not here. The Pathfinder were there, this one's up here. Again, these are the little things that to pay attention to, and like I said, I like how that should be right there on the Pathfinder instead of right here. Again, that's gonna have air blowing right on you. The air's blowing just a little bit odd spot. More cubby hole space in there, all that good stuff going on. More cup holders, all the same setup. Let's look at the headroom. We're good. I think the Pathfinder had a little more headroom up top than the Atlas does. Yeah, this is more like 1.5 inches. That was like a 2-inch difference. So 2 inches over there, 1.5 inches over here. I didn't notice any of the lights on that Pathfinder up there. I'm definitely seeing them on the Atlas. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, it's definitely a little bit wider back here, so you got more room. If there's 2 people in the third row, at least you're not like seriously so butt up next to each other where you're holding hands and all that. So a little bit wider in the back, very nice. Now let's see how to get out. Well, that was pretty easy. And then just grab there. Again, I did like on the Pathfinder how that was more right here. But I'm still digging it. Grab and get out. Like Monkey Joe's, right? All right. Pretty easy to do, not too bad. Both great SUVs, they really are. All right, that's about concluding things for today. I didn't go over your nav systems and all that, but again, you know, all that stuff is it's pretty self-explanatory once you get into cars and start looking at them. They all do about the same thing. They throw a map on the screen. You got a backup camera. You got your audio functions, your climate controls, your Apple CarPlay, your Android CarPlay. You know, that stuff's pretty simple. A lot of these systems will have that in there. They just have to include it. But for the most part, it's really about the body styles, the interiors, and I guess the next thing that really needs to be done on some of these videos is starting to drive them and see how they handle. But we don't have time for that today. I apologize. But hang tight with us, folks. Again, like I said, 2018 is going to be a huge year on the channel, and we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff. So, have a good day. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Which car wins on your test while watching the video? That's what I really want to know. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon. All right, everybody, parking the Pathfinder back. Just a little bonus footage here. Put it in reverse. There's those cameras we were talking about earlier. And just driving it in the parking lot here, Pathfinder feels really heavy. It does. No joke. I mean, it's got some weight to it. You can really feel it. I mean, the steering wheel is a little tough to churn and things like that. Again, it's got power steering on it. It'd be nice to see some electric steering on some of these cars. But there's the backup camera. We just keep on backing up. It's a big old boy. It definitely is. It's a big old vehicle. But definitely got its own style about it. Again, it's a Nissan. So definitely some of y'all out there are Nissan fans. You may enjoy the Nissan Pathfinder. Just like if you're a Volkswagen fan, you may enjoy the Volkswagen Atlas. But that's it, folks. I do appreciate your time. And, I can't tell you enough, folks. Make sure to comment and hit that like button. That's how you support the channel, folks, is by hitting that like button. Can't grow without some of y'all's help. So please do that. I appreciate it. Have a good one.